Hey there everybody, how you doing? Cape Joel back again for another breakdown for the new Netflix Daredevil Season 2 trailers, Part 1 and Part 2. I know some of you are saying, wow Joel, you're really late on this one. Well, I waited for a couple of reasons. One, because it's a trailer that come in two parts, and also because I waited a little longer, I got a little bit more, insight into these clips because the first reviews for Daredevil have come out. So without further ado, let's hop into trailer part 1, where we can clearly see the castle residence. A very creepy, eerie, and ominous way to start this one off. The castles, they could be any family in America. They're a happy home that suddenly got much less happy. We see Frank with his daughter, and they're at the park. Now, the funny thing about Frank Castle and his family is that, his kids are always changing in different retcons. Sometimes he has a son, sometimes he has a daughter, sometimes he has a son and a daughter. It's interesting, this picture of the park, because the most original Punisher origin story is that his parents were, caught in mafia crossfire in Central Park. I wonder if they'll use that origin or if they will update it for the show. We also see the Punisher's war chest. A lot of shotguns. That is like more shotguns than any one normal human could ever possibly use in their lifetime. But Frank Castle is not a normal human. He is the Punisher. We see Matt talking with the priest from Season 1. Obviously, Catholic guilt still being a major factor and major theme of Daredevil, and I personally would not have it any other way. He says here, maybe this guilt it's because your work is not yet done. Transition over to a bloody murder scene wherein a bunch of mafiosos have assumedly been blown away while eating, probably pasta, I don't know. What's cool about this is that Matt and Foggy's cop friend says that this must be the work of a new player in Hell's Kitchen, a new criminal organization. Only it's not a criminal organization, it's just one dude. And as we've heard from the early reviews, there actually will be several new gangs introduced into the world of Daredevil. There will be the Cartel, the Irish Mob, and the return of the Yakuza. Moving on a little further, and we get a great look at Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, as Frank Castle, face just caked in blood, and a look on his face like he means to do some serious harm. Again, would not have it any other way. Get a cool look at Daredevil here, standing on top of the church as the rain just, comes right on down on him. Wow, this is a great still image. This could be any image from the comics. I can imagine Alex Maleev drawing this. I can imagine Klaus and Frank Miller working on this one. We see Karen looking over a bunch of photos. Again, we saw this in an earlier trailer. We get an x-ray of what I can only assume is Frank Castle's own skull, or perhaps the skull of one of his loved ones. As I mentioned in an earlier breakdown, I forget where exactly I was when I said it, but the Punisher skull has no one singular origin story. Sometimes, he got it from a sniper in Vietnam. Sometimes, he just came up with it because he thought it was a cool image. It looks like Daredevil Season 2 is going to give us yet another origin for the skull. Speaking of Karen, we see her and Matt getting kind of close. It was kind of funny. Daredevil Season 1 didn't really have a romantic subplot. Well, it did, but it was just the romantic subplot was all Kingpin and Vanessa. Our hero never actually got too much of a love story. I wonder if they're going to, tackle that in Season 2, and if we're going to see Karen and Matt become an item. But as we're going to get further on, we're going to see there that his love life may become quite complicated in Season 2. Get another look at Daredevil here, kicking all sorts of ass, all up and down the place. We get to see the suit in the light. The Daredevil suit we saw very briefly at the end of Season 1, and it was mostly in the dark. I have my problems with the suit, but the suit also looks to have undergone some alterations in between Season 1 and Season 2. There does look to be more red than black now, which is always good. We get a nice look at the Punisher just dealing death the way he does in front of, some sort of merry-go-round. Again, I think this is in the park. I know we see him come back to here a couple times, like this was a place important to him. I don't know, was this the place where his family was killed? Have they updated it to that? Maybe. It would be interesting. This bit is also accompanied by a great bit of narration from Frank Castle to Daredevil, saying that, you're a half measure. You hit him and they get up again. I hit him and they stay down. I think very much the morality of being a vigilante will be the central theme of Daredevil Season 2, and I personally cannot wait for that. Get another great look at Matt Murdock here. Oh, with a chain against the red light. Oh, that's so good. I know it's been so long now and everyone still raves from Daredevil Season 1, that awesome Take No Prisoners, old boy-esque hallway fight scene. I really think they're attempting to try and top that in this bit right here, and it's just cool to see Daredevil use improvised weapons. I like that. And oh, he's angry. Look at that. He is more rage than man. He is raging against that criminal machine. We get to see Punisher and Daredevil fighting on the roof. We'll actually come back to this several times. I know there's a bit in a bunch of the promotional material where Daredevil is all chained up, assumedly by the Punisher. I think this is that scene right here. And as we close down the first part of trailer 1, we see Daredevil kind of pushing himself up off the ground, all bloody and beaten, very reminiscent of the season 1 trailer and how that ended. Again, a very Frank Millerian sort of image. And of course, oh wait, but what's this? There's more, because the first part of the trailer winds down. Whoa, Elektra is back. Holy crap, holy crap. And from there, that takes us on into the second part of the trailer, which came out on the 25th. And if the first part was all focused on the Punisher, then this second part is all focused on Elektra, kind of coming back into Matt's life. They're not meeting for the first time. You know, they have some serious history with them. And what Elektra says is that, you know, you didn't defeat the Yakuza in season 1. The Yakuza was, of course, you know, carrying the banner for the Hand. They're still going to be a major issue for you. And hey, lots of bikers. We got Asian bikers. We've got the Dogs of Hell Motorcycle Club. I'm a big fan of fictional motorcycle clubs. I like my Sons of Anarchy. I like my Horde MC. So I'm definitely down to see Daredevil and Punisher fight some bikers. We got another cool look at the Yakuza. Very comic booky. They're a co-ed organization, this Yakuza. They got men and women, and some of them have very pretty lipstick. Moving on. Daredevil and Elektra just taking it. Just some Yakuza thugs here. Elektra wearing a costume, again, bright red, very much like the Hand. We're not sure what her allegiances are. You know, if she's working for Stick in the Chase, we'll see Stick later, or if maybe this is all part of some greater scheme for the Hand. This, of course, is the actress who you'll remember from the G.I. Joe movies. I never saw that, but it's interesting that she traded one red-clad ninja role for another. Get a much closer look, much cleaner look at the Daredevil costume here, and hey, your eyes are different, Matt. They're red. What's up with that? I'd say, is this some sort of info-red thing going on? But then I remembered you're blind, so why would you need info-red? Is this an intimidation thing? I don't know. Moving on further, we see Daredevil and the Punisher coming crashing through a plate glass window. Again, this is probably not long after the scene of them fighting on the roof the first time, so definitely they have themselves a big old slobber knocker. And we don't leave the ruse for too long, because right up next we have Daredevil and Elektra staring down, I can only assume, a bunch of ninja assassins on the roof. Oh my god, this is so freaking comic book. I freaking love this so much. How could they top this? Oh, I don't know, maybe by having a bunch of hand ninjas just Spider-Man their way up a wall. God damn, this is good. You know, for a second I was actually kind of worried, because I'm like, how are they going to be able to marry Daredevil with the Punisher, with Elektra, and hand ninjas all in the same season without it being too packed? But then I theorized maybe first half of season 1 is Daredevil dealing with the Punisher, and maybe in the second half he, Elektra, and Frank all need to team up to fight the hand ninjas. That would be cool. We see Scott Glenn back again as Stick. He was easily one of my favorite parts, if not my favorite part, of Daredevil season 1. I hope he gets more to do here. I think he nails that character perfectly. We see a big dark chasm. It looks like the Hand are trying to build something or dig up something. They say, you know, the rising is happening, and I thought to myself, oh wow, are they gonna do it, or are they gonna straight up and be like, yeah, hand ninjas, evil demon worshipping ninjas, there's magic you gotta deal with. And maybe even more than magic, there's a bit where this dude in the mask who he's fighting in, like the balaclava, has one of those crazy chained weapons like the dude Daredevil fought in season 1. They have like a half reveal where he's going to take off his mask but doesn't quite do it. Is this the guy Daredevil fought from season 1? Has the Hand resurrected him? If so, I think that would be cool, because the Hand has a long history of resurrecting the dead in the comics. It would be cool to see them kind of put their foot down and be like, yep, resurrection can happen in this world. It's totally, you don't need to be Phil Coulson and Tahiti, you know, ninjas can do it too. We get an amazing, almost Spider-Man-esque scene here wherein Daredevil uses the rope on his billy club to, you know, fly down the side of a building and save a falling woman. So cool, so comic book. He does this all the time. I hope we actually get some leaping from roof to roof action with Daredevil. I think that would be great. And that's really where the second part of the trailer comes to an end. So yeah, that's the two-part trailer breakdown for Daredevil Season 2 that comes on March 18th on Netflix. I'm super excited. I'm sure you're super excited too. In the comment section down below, be sure to tell me what was your favorite part of the trailer. What was something you noticed that maybe no one else did, and what are you really hoping to see from Daredevil Season 2. Until next time, everyone, I'm Cape Joel. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you around next time.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.